Grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hey, it's Sarah, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, it's Danielle. I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, it's Ashley, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Check.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We are live in the Sports Interaction studio. Thank you for joining us today. Mercury is still in retrograde, so we are prepared for the worst.
And we both had incidents already.
Did you know that there are more traffic collisions when Mercury is in retrograde as well?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, having some issues with a guest, so we're just scrapping it.
Yeah, we are.
We do have two important guests coming in today as well.
We do. So today is Remembrance Day here in Canada. So, of course, remembering those who sacrificed their lives, lest we forget. And also, it's Veterans Day in the U.S. as well. So to anyone who has served or continues to serve, thank you for serving. And so we're going to have Kaysha in today. We're going to be joined by her, who works for the Canadian Veterans Services Society. We've actually changed the super chat starting right now until the end of the week, where all money is going towards them, which helps veterans in any way possible, especially their food bank. So if you're interested in donating, the super chat is right there. We make it really easy for you. There's a money sign right beside where you write in our YouTube chat. Make sure you're following along Oilers Nation on YouTube. Liking and subscribing means a lot. So Kaysha will be joining us around 9 o'clock this morning just to tell us what they do and the work that they put in and kind of some stories as well as to who it's helped and how beneficial that is for them.
It is really amazing how many people in our community come together to support the veterans, and we need it today. It's a very good day to be reminded of how much they need our help as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's coming up at 9. We were supposed to get Grant Johnson in at 8:30, but he lives in Mundare, and we're blaming the fact that he lives in Mundare. He's like, nothing's working. I can't connect. Everyone else can connect. It's a Mundare problem. There's too much sausage in the air. It's getting in the way of the Wi-Fi.
I want to give some shout-outs to the chat already. Rachel Kelsey, Sarah Devon, starting over at 61, Northside Norm, Oscar Clefbaum, Anna M. Dry. Thank you for being here.
Oh, wow.
Appreciate it.
Lots of people on a Tuesday morning.
Let's
Means a
get
lot.
her going.
Lots of saucers up and at it.
I had an interesting start to my day as well. I guess my daughter had a more interesting start to her day.
Yeah.
My dog decided good place to throw up in her bed.
Right beside her head. And then when I was leaving, I saw another pile of vomit. Luckily, it was in a spot that no one would step in it, but I genuinely didn't have time to clean it. So it's just there soaking into the carpet.
Perfect.
Maybe Stanley, my dog, I never know which way to move my head behind me here. He loves to eat. So maybe he'll clean it up for us. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's disturbing.
Well, he has more boring food because he's on like a hypoallergenic diet.
Yeah.
So I think he would take advantage of Gordy's food that is salmon and sweet potato.
Yeah.
That's probably, you know what it probably tastes like to him because it's warm and mushed up? Is like
Can we not?
a pie or something, like a
I'm
meat
going
pie.
to throw up pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Anyway, so it's been an adventurous morning so far.
I had to do the laundry, all the bedding, which is not something you normally have to do at 6 a.m.
No.
But here we are.
Yeah. How's everyone else's morning going so far? Let's check in with producer Reece. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. Yeah, hot start to the Tuesday, but big chilling now.
Ryder brought you some leftover chili because he made enough for half of the city. So we're excited to check back in with you tomorrow and see if you like it or not. I had it last night and it was really, really good. Look at that thing.
I know, it's a jug.
That is a lot of chili, except be careful with that lid. Imagine it's like that scene from The Office.
That would suck.
He comes
like
in
Kevin.
Kevin has the chili and he spills it everywhere and he's trying to clean it up and it's like making it worse. He's like swimming in it. I remember.
You have to get that in the fridge too, by the way.
Yeah, I
Like,
probably should have put it in there before the show.
You're allowed to leave right now if you want to go and not get food poisoning. We kind of depend on you to be here, and if you weren't here tomorrow, that would suck.
what a bad start the first time I feed him if he was to get food poisoning.
Luckily, it wasn't me that cooked it. Otherwise, yeah, you'd be out for a week. I remember listening to, it was a podcast or an interview, and it was Mindy Kaling, who's one of the writers on The Office. And when they were discussing that scene in particular of Kevin dropping the big pot of chili, it was a huge fight. Because she was saying, we're not doing that. But it was all these dudes in the room thinking it was the funniest thing ever. She's like, I don't want to have to deal with the actual mess of cleaning up chili on the set. And she ended up losing. And it's one of the most iconic scenes in Office history. So
They were right.
away she goes.
The people that fought for that one were right. Mm-hmm. I love when moments like that happen.
Yeah.
When you like, listen, I think this
Just
is
trust me.
This is really important.
Yeah.
We should do this. And then it works out in your favor. Is there anything better? I don't think so.
Oh, Grant said he might be able to come in and join us physically tomorrow.
All right.
Yes, that's so great. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. I wanted to air some grievances.
Oh, yes. Get into this.
Okay,
please.
so yesterday, I talked about this a couple days ago on the show. I don't know if any of you were watching then, but I said that I was mad at my Amazon delivery driver because they were like, we're at your door. And I was like, you were supposed to come yesterday. I'm not home today. So then yesterday it was rescheduled for them. It's a package that I ordered, but they won't let me bring it to a Staples to return it, which most Amazon packages you can. They're like, oh, that's weird. Like this one has to get picked up by Dragonfly, which is a service that Amazon uses to pick up or deliver.
Is it really expensive or fragile or something?
I'm not sure. Like what I paid for was almost $300. So maybe that's the case. But anyway, so yesterday the show ends. I get a notification that they're on their way. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, Reece. I'm sorry, Ryder. I got to go. Like I got to be home. I have to physically be there for them to pick up this package for some reason. I have to like hand it to them. I can't just leave it outside. I don't know why. So anyway, that alone is annoying. And then I saw them pull up, look at the house, and then drive away. And then just now I got a notification. They were like, sorry, you weren't home. I was like, yes, I was. I was looking at you. I waited all day. And I feel like I think of other people, like my job is done. Like I can be home in the afternoon. Think of people that are using this service that are in their office till 5 p.m. every day. And then they decide when they're coming to pick up this package. And it's at 2 p.m. on a weekday.
Yeah, do you have to burn a vacation day
don't know.
go and get your Amazon package picked up?
So I was so mad about it. I tweeted. I said, is in all caps, by the way, so you know it's serious. Is Dragonfly the most unreliable delivery service in the world, or do I just have bad luck? And all the comments. Wade, they've been attempting to deliver me something since September. It goes out for delivery, then it goes back. I have no idea where it is, and you just can't contact these people. It's true. They texted me. They're like, we're on our way. No, we'll be there in the next hour. No, I'm writing back in all caps, where are you? And then it's saying, sorry, this is a service that does not get bounce back text. I'm like,
yeah, Lisa's quite fired up. I'm not sure if you can tell.
I might have to just eat that $300 or use the product that I don't need. It's this little heat gun that you shine the light on your electric sockets. Yeah. And it tells you if it's too hot behind it, like it could start a house fire. Don't ask.
Well, yeah, I think we can ask because people will be worried then that your house is going to burn down.
No, it ended up being the furnace.
So about, a week and a half ago, all of a sudden the house just started reeking like
burnt
tires.
So our electrician friend was like, oh, pick up this thing. You can get it on Amazon. It's really expensive, but it's worth it, especially if it's your wires are too hot in an older home. You need to get on top of that. Anyway, it was a whole thing.
I thought it's because you had about 11 things plugged into one
also
outlet.
Yeah.
But that ends up being not what it was. It was just a furnace issue, which even surprised the guy that came over to look at the furnace.
Mm-hmm. He was like, good thing you guys called me. Your house almost burnt down. Anyway.
It didn't.
Screw Dragonfly is what I wanted to say today. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for the floor. This one here, they're very unpredictable, says Shelbs on Twitter. This one, they haven't let me down yet, but I live in a small town, so yeah, it's easier to stalk them in a small town.
What if they are actually really good and you just had a bad experience with them?
Probably.
Do you feel a little bit bad that you really went after them like you did?
No.
Okay. I would a little bit. Man, Mercury is in retrograde.
What other things went wrong yesterday? I was in a workout class last night. Is your computer not working? See what I mean? So I'm in a workout class last night. I'm with one of my girlfriends, and I'm telling her about everything that's gone wrong that day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Mercury's in retrograde. Literally 10 seconds later, the instructor of our workout class was like, sorry, guys, like the system isn't working. The music's not working. I don't know what's going on. I went, of course. It's creepy.
There's something to be said for it. I want to give some more shout outs to Han House, Rick Foon. We got Kelsey checking in, and a big shout out to Copper Girl, who has donated to the Super Chat, which once again
we got a donation,
is going to support veterans. Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we have pivoted. Of course, we love supporting the Ben Stelter Foundation. That's usually where our Super Chat money goes. But just for this week, we're just pivoting, just for the week. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have the money go to help veterans in any way that we can. So the Canadian Veterans Services Society is where it's going. And they have an awesome food bank that helps those who have served.
Yeah, awesome.
So thank you so much. Shout out to Sarah, who just donated $14. We got Copper Girl $7. That means a lot.
And excited to pick the brain of Kesha a little bit more as of 9 o'clock, who's going to tell us more about all that her organization does.
Okay, so Dre just wrote in the chat, this is a conspiracy. All of my tech has been working. What about you, Reece? Is all your tech working?
Right now things seem to be going well.
Okay, but
I'm knocking on wood.
Yesterday,
we'll see about
also
that.
in the middle of that song that we were playing, it just stopped. Remember that? I was actually breaking it down to somebody yesterday. I was like, this happened, and then this happened, and then this, and then this, and then this. And they're like, oh my God.
I have that song loaded up again if we wanted to give it another shot at some point.
Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. It's good.
It's good
awesome.
one.
It's a recap of what's happened on the sauce thus far to set to country music with both a guy and a girl who were just ripping it up. So we'll get to that coming up in a bit. Right now, I wanted to get into recommend something, which is where we
recommend something. Can you believe it? We just got another donation in the Super Chat. Thank you, Rick Foon, for donating to the Canadian Veterans Services Society. That's awesome.
Tyson just donated as well.
Oh, perfect. Another $7. Wow. Off to a great start. And this early in the morning, too. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so my recommend something today has something to do with the fact that Gordon, your blue tick hound, threw up.
Okay.
So my recommendation is if you really want your morning alarm to work, change it to the sound of a dog throwing up. Because there's no better way for you to hop out of bed than hearing those sounds.
It's true. Yeah, my 13-year-old, I've never seen her hop out of bed quite as quick as she did this morning when Gordon puked right beside her head.
And how awake was she? She was
Totally.
chatting with us while we're getting ready, laughing with us. I'm like, it's the sound of the dog vomit.
So if you could get that on your phone or alarm clock, if you go old school,
You will bounce out of bed.
it actually is a really smart idea. My only concern is that if you started using that as your alarm, then if your dog actually did throw up, you'd probably just think it was your alarm.
Right.
And then,
Until the smell.
yeah. Oh man, let's not talk about it anymore.
I feel bad. You know, every kid has thrown up in the middle of the night as well. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny how it's a secret universal language that we all had the one popcorn bowl that we would puke into in the middle of the night. Your parents would just give you that bowl. Mm-hmm. You'd have it beside the bed. And then 2 weeks later, you'd be having movie night. It'd be TGIF on ABC. You'd be sitting down to watch all your favorites, Sabrina the Teenage Witch into Boy Meets World. And you're like, I'm pretty sure this is the same bowl that I vomited into 2 weeks ago. Has this thing been cleaned?
Yeah. Did you ever register it though? Or like when you became an adult, you're like, oh, gross. I can't believe I used that bowl for hot butter too. You know?
Shout out to Anna in the chat who just donated $7 to the Canadian Veterans Services Society. We're doing this for the rest of the week, the Super Chat on YouTube. So thank you, everyone. This is going to help a lot of people that deserve the help.
Absolutely, because you were saying a big part of what the organization does is a food bank for veterans.
That's right.
Specifically.
It's awesome. So thank you so much, Anna. That means a lot.
Reece, you got a recommendation for us today.
Yes, actually, I'm not the biggest pickle guy.
Okay, wait, we want to see you. Can
Okay,
you put
fair.
yourself on the screen?
Yeah, I
Yes.
had Buddy reach out to me. He was like, I can't believe you can get him on the TV screen.
That's so
Okay,
cool.
yeah,
it's
we'll do that instead.
futuristic.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's check it.
There. Look how cool that is.
So cool.
So yeah, I'm not the biggest pickle guy, but McDonald's has I want to get the name right.
Yeah,
It's
don't
the
screw it up because it's kind
crispy pickle crisp. Shoot.
Why didn't they just go with the McPickle? Everybody would have wanted
of. What is it actually called? It's called like the pickled.
the crispy
Pickle
chicken
burger.
McPickle.
Triple pickle McCrispy.
Okay, that's too much.
No wonder you didn't remember it off the top of your head. I can't remember. Let me try it. The triple crispy McPickle.
The triple crispy McPicks.
Triple pickle McCrispy.
See, this is one of those situations where there was a Mindy Kaling in this meeting and they said, we're not going with that. We're
Yeah.
going to name it something simple. And she lost the battle.
I do love a chicken sandwich with pickles on it. So good recommendation.
Gotta try it before you knock it.
Yeah.
What makes it so special? It's got normal pickles.
It's got normal pickles. It's got deep fried breaded pickles on it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's like a dill pickle, some sort of like creamy sauce on it. They're going all out.
Here,
But
I'll show you guys actually.
yes,
Let's have a look.
let's all be starving.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
No.
you can eat it at the hospital or with Michael
hi, Jafar.
Jackson.
Hello, Kris Jenner.
And the pickles.
And see, Mercury's
And
in
the
retrograde.
pit.
This is great. See what I mean? Things are weird. It
Yeah.
goes, you know what? Everyone just agree that this week is a write-off.
Coming up on the show, we're going to be talking about The Pit and the new Michael Jackson movie.
And
as
Kris
well. Just-
Jenner having a completely different head than what she had 3 years ago. We'll definitely be talking about that.
You know what I'm excited about? About this triple McPickle,
McSteamy, McBoatface.
the pickle threesome, is every time I go to McDonald's, I get the quarter pounder BLT.
I've heard that that's the burger to get.
I have a rough time finding a better fast food burger. Shout out to like a teen burger. I think a Whopper's good if you like
I like the
toppings and a bit of a
DQ.
mess.
A DQ burger is
Yeah,
what's
they're pretty plain. I
like
like the
it.
flamethrower from there is pretty good. But quarter pounder BLT, but I love lots of pickles on it. And I realized if you say extra pickles, they'll put like one extra pickle on. Whereas if you say, can I get lots of pickles?
Or you say it's my birthday and I love pickles.
That's the next level. Or you just say how many you want. So
You
can
give
I
them
get
a
that,
number.
Can I get that with 8 pickles on it, please?
Then they just know, okay, this guy is serious about his pickle game. And
Usually they only end up putting 4, no matter what, for the most part.
it's better than just one.
But I'm excited for this sandwich because ain't no way they can hold back on the pickles.
Okay, Bagged Milk is in the chat. He just donated $28.
Dang.
And he said skin pickle equals standard pickle as well. Thank you so much, Bagged Milk, for donating. We have changed the super chat. The money will go towards veterans right here in Canada. I mean, they have different locations across Canada. They do have one here in Edmonton. So we're going to be joined by Kaysha, who's going to come and pop in and tell us what they're all about, where your money that you are donating in the super chat is going.
All right, my turn for recommend something, and I'm going to go with, I think this is fairly fitting for Remembrance Day, but getting a membership to the Legion. One of the best choices I've ever made. And for selfish reasons, it's a really good time.
Yeah, I didn't even know what a meat draw was
Yeah.
until I experienced the Legion and getting a membership there.
Is there anything better than going somewhere for a beer and then leaving with a bunch of meat? You can do that with the meat draws. They have pool tournaments, depending on the location, that would be your kind of home spot, but you can go to any of the Legions with your membership. You don't need a membership to get into the Legion, but it does come with some extra deals. If you're looking to rent the place out for an evening, you can get it for really cheap if you have a membership.
I thought you have to go there with someone that has a membership.
I don't
Maybe
think
not.
so. The rule used to be you had to go, if you didn't have a membership, you had to go with someone who had served.
Okay.
But they changed that up a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you might have to go with somebody with a membership. You don't need one for sure, though.
I do know that when you go, they are so excited to see you, especially if you're younger.
Yeah.
If you're going in there and you're supporting the Legion, all of the people that are there on a regular basis are thrilled to see new faces in there supporting. They also do something at some of the locations where you write your name down and you just donate a toonie. And then it's kind of like a 50-50 where like if somebody will win a bunch of money just by donating $2. So, and then they pull the name once a month or however that works.
And there's always like shuffleboard tournaments going on. The beer prices are great. The food's usually really good. It's like a deep fryer in the back that some guy who's perfected wings is manning. And yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah. And you do have to make sure that you take your hat off, showing respect
right.
when you walk into the Legion, just a heads up as well.
So another advantage if you got great flow. Go in there because most of the guys that are taking their hats off, not the greatest flow.
Yeah.
So you could feel like a superstar as well.
And it's a good reminder, since we are still on Recommend Something, that if you are planning to go to the Legion and you do have a lot of hair and you are like, oh, my hair's greasy, I want to wear a hat. No, shower.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to take that hat off.
True.
And as somebody who washes my hair once a week, that was a very important lesson to learn.
So I signed up for my Legion membership. I think it was a year ago. It's $68, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. And it just renews every year. And actually, to tell you the truth, it's one of the very few things in the world that when I get a reminder of a renewal, it actually brings me joy because it's going to support great stuff as well.
Yeah. One of my girlfriends, she had a surprise 40th birthday party for her husband at the local Legion in St. Albert. And it was awesome because not only did we fill the place with a lot of people that have maybe never experienced the Legion, it was all the regular staff that bartends. They're so lovely. And I mean, money was donated towards veterans, but also it was great because she had some giveaways as well. And when she was on the mic in front of like the 80 some people that were there, she ended her speech by saying, support your local Legion. And I just think if you could convince a few people to get a membership, that's making a difference because that money's going towards our veterans.
And giving our veterans a place to go and come together and share their stories and see their friends. There's also that one in St. Albert you were talking about, has like the coolest little poker room in the back corner. And I've been thinking about setting up a poker game there. I don't know if that's allowed.
No, like think about it. If you're hosting some sort of event, the Legion is a great place to do it. You can bring in a live band. You can bring in catering. Their staff are amazing. That you get great service. We got Devin.
And there's meat draws.
Yeah. We got Devin in the chat saying Kingsway Legion is the best. So yeah, if you support your local Legion and you want to give it a shout out, feel free to get in on the chat. We got Travis who just donated $7 to the Canadian Veterans Services Society. That's what we're using the super chat for, starting now until the end of the week. And that's going to help veterans in any way that the organization can, which is awesome.
And it guarantees you a shout out on the show if you donate.
It's true.
Unless we miss it.
I was just going to say, wait, let me scroll
Mercury
back.
being in retrograde. I think it would be wise that we dive into the Oilers game last night. What a twist of events that was.
Okay, before we get there, we just need to wrap up Recommend Something for those of you who are just checking it out. So we're going to just spitfire what ours are real quick. Reece, you came through with the pickle McPickle-faced sandwich.
Crispy McPickle pickles.
The triple pickle McCrispy.
Okay, that's
Nailed it.
officially at the Canadian McDonald's as of today. My Recommend Something was setting your morning alarm to be the sound of your dog vomiting because that makes you hop out of bed. Real quick, we got somebody in the chat that said that they used, was it old ice cream buckets to puke in as a kid? Let me find it here. We vomited into empty ice cream buckets, says Sarah.
So not everybody did the popcorn bowl trick.
I guess not. You were a bit smarter than our household.
And my recommendation was to get yourself a membership for your local Legion and support the men and women that served and that are serving and that we lost. It's a pretty special place to be.
Yeah, lest we forget.
Oilers game last night.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What happened? It was pretty intense, no?
Well, it felt like it was a must-win situation. And I think that there's been a couple of those already this year, but this one was like for real. After getting absolutely turfed on Saturday night to the Avalanche, the Oilers looking to respond against a beatable Columbus Blue Jackets team.
Can you imagine the pressure too, being an Oiler and knowing that the crowd that's showing up 2 days later, most likely a lot of them were there when they watched you lose 9-1. So you're like, we cannot do this again. These people are spending their hard-earned money to be here.
It did feel like there was a mood shift with the fan base too, where I heard a lot of people talking for, the last 3 weeks, month, being like, it's early in the season. They're going to be fine. They do this every year. But then all of a sudden you start losing like that, and you lose a bit of confidence in the team. So it seemed like it started right from the top. McDavid came out and was an absolute beast.
Yeah, we love when he comes out right before the game starts and they're just skating around practicing, and we call it the McDavid Zoomies. He's like a puppy that's really excited. Or like when you bring your dog home from the groomers and they get this like weird burst of energy and they run all over the house or in the yard. And that's McDavid on the ice before a game. It's awesome to watch.
That's what he looked like during the game last night. Like he was playoff McDavid mode, which the rest of the players seem to understand what the job is when he's playing like that. He seemed to care a bit more and elevated his game.
So didn't you bet with Sports Interaction for him to get a Hattie?
I did, yeah. I missed it by one. And
That's crazy.
When it went to overtime, if the Oilers win in overtime, there's like at least a 30% chance that McDavid's the guy that gets it.
Yeah.
Because he's on the ice so much for overtime. I was still very happy with the win in general.
Of course, yeah.
Reece, you watched the game. Did you feel bad for Frederick as bad as I did?
Yeah, that was tough. Like, he definitely had to go and do something, but it sucked that it was, like, probably one of the biggest heavyweights in the NHL that he had to fight.
Well, and he was saying pre-game, I think, or post-game, that nobody wants to fight him because he's only got one goal, which I also felt really bad for. Like, that's just such a sad statement, that he wants to fight, but he's not good enough for the other team to want to fight him. Like, that's so devastating. Anyway, gets in one and just, like you said, takes on the toughest guy in the league.
I couldn't believe, like, it was just so immediately after he came back to the bench where his eye was just already black, and it was like, that's going to be brutal tomorrow.
I will say McDavid gave him a pretty nice shout-out post-game, saying, like, yeah, man, he stepped up. McDavid didn't say he lost the fight, but we all saw what happened in the fight.
Totally.
It did seem to rally something, though.
Definitely.
Hearing the Let's Go Oilers chant, I wasn't even in the living room at that point. I was upstairs, and I could hear it loud and clear from upstairs.
I've been wondering why there hasn't been any other players that have done something like this so far this season, for the most part. And it's crazy that it makes a difference. Like, when you watch it from afar, you're like, this is ridiculous. This guy having to go and fight a dude that's tougher than him and get beat up will actually potentially turn our season around.
I also think about people in sports that do fight, and when they go back to the bench or they get kicked out of the game and they've got these injuries, and I think of myself and how weak of a person I am. Like, I do think genetically I'm just very weak. Like, if I were to like slightly hit my toe against a wall, I would have a broken toe. So I'm just also thinking about their recovery time.
Yeah.
And what they're dealing with when they go home. How about that? Who's that player not on the Oilers that just knocked half of his teeth out the other night?
Celebrini lost a good chunk of his smile.
And he's such a good-looking young man. And then you think of that dental work and how painful it is and how inconvenient it is to go to the dentist. You don't really think about those things when you're watching sports.
Well, and also with his...
They were like slanted.
It's like he knocked out half of 6 teeth.
That sucks.
So what do you do in that situation?
You build them up. Because remember when I broke...
You build them up.
Okay, so don't you remember when I broke half of my front tooth on a chicken wing?
Yeah, what a sentence. But yes, I do remember that.
Basically, I went in and they like built fake enamel and then they heat it so it like forms to your actual tooth.
Oh.
So you kind of have a half of a fake tooth.
I didn't know what they did. Because if you lose your whole tooth, they'll put in some new teeth for you if you want, right? Or you'll have like one of those guards that has the teeth built into it. I didn't know what they did for half teeths.
I don't actually think I broke my front tooth on a chicken wing. It was somebody's chin when I was going for the last chicken wing. That's what it was. So my tooth went into their chin when there was one chicken wing left. And we were like, first person that bites it wins. And I missed and destroyed my front tooth.
You don't even love chicken wings that much.
No, but I did like the challenge. We just got another donation. Thank you, Tracy, who just donated $14. We have... We've changed the super chat today. Money that you donate will go straight towards the Canadian Veterans Services Society, which helps veterans in any way that they can, especially their food bank. So thank you so much. Shout out to Tracy. an amazing saucer who just donated.
Some people chiming in on the chat about the big fight yesterday. Vasily says, I almost knocked out a tooth on a chicken wing. Dangerous food story. That wasn't regarding the fight. That was regarding your fight with a wing. Fighting Amish says, San Jose has a dentist on staff at the arena.
I don't even think that's a lie. That's probably very true.
Anna says, Freddie taking one for the team. Dry feels bad for Freddie, as I did.
Yeah, Ian said, true heart to take that fight on. It's true. Think of how bad his sleep was last night.
Imagine looking at a guy you know is going to beat you up. I had an experience like that.
Yeah, remember in school when there would be those planned fights?
Uh-huh.
And you'd be like, everyone meet outside the industrial garbage bin up the hill. Mike is going to fight Devin. And then you'd go and you would just watch someone get absolutely pummeled.
Yeah. Well, you'd think that at your age. If you look back now, it'd be the worst fight ever. It'd be like,
True.
Both of those kids are throwing muffins. It doesn't look like it hurts at all. My experience was I was outside the bar at the Cooler in Lloydminster.
Shout out to the Cooler in Lloyd. If anyone's tuned in from Lloyd, shout out.
And the girl I was seeing at the time, and I think we're like snuggling up. It was a little cold out in the parking lot. We were waiting for cabs and stuff. Mm-hmm. And a guy walks up and he goes, oh, making out in public, hey?
Were you making out or were you just snuggled?
I think we were. I think we were making out a bit.
Sounds fake.
Sup, Kelly? And he goes, making out in public, hey?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with this guy?
So we stop and we look at him, and he looks at her and he goes, you're an S word. And so she open hand slaps him right in the face, which was awesome. I was pumped for her. And then I think she did it again, and he said, slap me one more time, and he gets it.
Did she do it again?
Yeah, which
it was
I didn't
her kink.
I didn't like that move
It's her
at all.
kink. She was into that.
So she slaps him again. I get punched in the face immediately. So my cool trick was if you put a lighter in your fist, it makes your fist harder. It's called a fist pack.
I heard that you're supposed to protect your thumb.
Nope, that is how you dislocate your thumb in a fight. So good thing you never took that one to the street.
I thought it adds more power behind the punch.
So I get my fist pack ready to go. I'm like, let's do this. And he saw me grab it, and he knocked it out of my hand, and then beat the shit out of me.
And then he picked up the lighter and brought it home, because who doesn't love a free lighter? I don't think I've ever paid for a lighter in my life. I think every single lighter that I have owned has been somebody else's. Who even purchases lighters? I don't know them.
Well, yeah, I spent years as a smoker. I would purchase lighters, but I don't think I ever went through one.
No.
I never, finished a lighter to completion.
It's just like owning chapstick. Where do they go? You never finish it. And if you do, it's such a feat.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here, Reece. I've got a little twist to this story. Turns out the guy that beat the crap out of me outside the Cooler actually played pro hockey. His name is Frasier Filippic. Just like to give him one of those because I didn't deserve that.
Did you just flip off Filippip? What's his name?
Yeah, I gave him the Frasier flip off. Anyway, he used to go to the bar in the off season and train by picking fights with guys and just kicking the tails off of them.
Well, sometimes that's what some people do to feel something.
So he was in the ECHL for years. I think he played for Colorado. Mm-hmm. He's a southpaw, little dude.
So he just goes in there to beat up people.
He would practice on guys outside the bar, I think.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's what I was told, and that's what I got.
Yeah.
A firsthand experience.
I don't hate this person because, like I said, a lot of people, they will do things to feel something. It's like when I go home and I tiger bomb my entire face.
No, yeah, but that only hurts you. You're choosing to hurt yourself. This guy's going and he's putting people in very vulnerable positions.
Yeah. Did that girl ever call you back after that?
Yeah, she was embarrassed that I lost the fight so bad, for sure. But whatever.
Did you ever kiss her ever again?
I probably, but she didn't want to.
You're such a liar.
We never worked out. Reece, did you by chance find anything on Frasier Filippic?
How do you spell it?
He's got YouTube highlight reels of his fights.
Do you want me to grab a video of his fights?
Or just a picture? What do we want?
No, let's get a video of one of his fights.
Okay, he'll have to download it. So
yeah, we'll take our time with it.
Let's go into the chat here. A lot of people giving love to the Cooler in Lloyd. Great place. Again, thank you to everyone who's donated in the super chat.
A lot of people giving shout outs to fist packs as well.
Yeah, cool guy. What about the way that I do the fist with the thumb protected? That's wrong.
You know who that reminds me of? Is like half the guys before they get in a fight on Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, true.
When they get ready to go, they all...
Oh, I heard Bubbles is in the news, not for good reason.
That's why I didn't bring him up specifically. Bad.
Justin said, cooler security cam footage, please. Yeah, imagine if they still had that archived. It's like one of their favorite moments. They have the top 10 parking lot fights.
Top 10 guys getting absolutely smoked who didn't see it coming and didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
The next day, I was working at Kelsey's in Lloyd. And
shout out to Kelsey's. What a place.
So I had to wear sunglasses because I had 2 black eyes. And... my dad, my grandpa, and my uncle all come in for lunch.
Uh-oh.
Sit down, and my dad goes, "What's with the sunglasses?" And so I take them off and show them 2 black eyes, and my grandpa looked at me and said, "Never pick a fight you can't win." And I said, "I didn't pick it, Grandpa."
The double black eyes.
Yeah.
It's giving raccoon.
What do we got rolling in, chat-wise?
Just people making fun of you.
Yeah, sounds great. Shout out to the Kelsey's Treasure Chest. That's from Kelsey. And big shout out to Kelsey who donated a few minutes ago as well.
Is there anything better than a Kelsey's Shirley Temple? You can go to any other restaurant and you think you're going to get a good Shirley Temple. It's nothing like Kelsey's Shirley Temples.
Is that right?
They are the GOAT.
Aren't they like the most simple thing to make ever, though? How do you make it different? Isn't it just
I don't know. I think
Sprite, orange juice, and grenadine?
what made it different at Kelsey's is when you got the cherry, it was on that sword.
Oh.
The plastic red or blue sword.
So you're just a sucker for
And
a
then
sword.
you'd have the little sword and you'd like fight with your siblings across the table.
Good times at Kelsey's.
Hell yeah.
If Reece, if maybe somebody deleted his fight videos from 15 years ago.
They were like, sorry, this YouTube video only has 3 views, so we're gonna just delete it.
That's very possible. But
Yeah.
what are we thinking? We got something?
Yes.
All right. Lisa, watch this guy. He's an animal.
Okay.
I took him on.
And you have 2 black eyes because of it.
Yeah, I lost that fight real bad.
We've got Ian in the chat. Have to say, you guys, seeing this side of you is way better than just listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Congrats, you deserve all the success. Thank you, Ian. That's very sweet. Sarah said Swish LA had better Shirley Temples. All right, I'll fight you.
No, we're not going to fight. I thought
Sorry,
you were
Sarah,
gonna
love
say
you.
You're going to go try one at Swiss Chalet.
I have to apologize. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
Mercury's in retrograde.
You can't blame that on picking fights. You got her? Okay,
Yep.
Here we go.
This is him in the red?
No, he's in the white.
Oh, right.
See,
He just won.
he ruined that guy, too. That was me.
He does give
Let's
Short
watch
King,
it.
for sure.
And he's southpaw, right? So you don't expect that left to be such a boomer.
Oh my God, that guy is going to have a headache.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Imagine me in that situation.
Oh, you'd be donezo.
I was.
And you still went to work the next day? This guy never takes a day off. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like going to work even when things aren't the best. Mm-hmm. You know?
I think you've taken 1 sick day, and you weren't even sick. You were just like a little bit hungover.
Well, yeah, that's actually probably true.
Yeah.
I remember we had a conversation once about sick days. Because I broke my clavicle. Mm-hmm. And I was coming into work, and you're like, you could really use to take some meds and just chill. And
because you don't even like taking Advil or Tylenol.
Not much. I was jacked up pretty good on meds that day.
Oh, at
though.
that point, yeah.
But yeah, I just said to you in that moment, there's a responsibility. Like, I have the ability to break my clavicle and it doesn't affect my work. So I feel a responsibility that I have to go to work. Because there are some people, if they did what I did and tried to be a superstar on a terrain park while teaching your kid how to ski and you broke your clavicle, that they couldn't work and they would be in jeopardy of not being able to pay bills and whatnot.
That's right. So you've just always had that mentality where you're like, I'm showing up to work if I have the ability to do so.
So black eyes at Kelsey's, no problem.
I was even thinking that this morning when I was wanting to complain about stuff. What did I say? I said, it's Remembrance Day. It's Veterans Day in the States. Like, why am I complaining about the silliest stuff? I haven't gone to war. So it's a good thing to remember.
Good reminder.
It's a great reminder. Thanks to everyone that's been donating in the super chat today. Make sure you are liking this video, subscribing to Oilers Nation YouTube. We are raising money for the Canadian Veterans Services Society, which helps veterans in any way they can. We're actually going to get Kaysha in at 9 a.m. today to just break down what they do and why it's important to donate. They have an incredible food bank that helps the veterans as well. So thank you, everyone that is donating in the chat.
We've got some big entertainment news that we can get through here, things that you may not even be aware of.
What's going on?
Well, first off, it's The Pit, which you're a big fan of.
I am. So Pitt season 1 was incredible. Don't get me wrong. I've always loved Grey's Anatomy, but apparently this is a more realistic version of what it's like to work in the ER. And of course, it's bringing back the actor that was in
ER.
I was like, what's the show called?
It was right there.
It was right in front of you, girl. You've got this. And they won a bunch of awards too at the Emmys, which is well deserved because I watched it and absolutely loved season 1. Season 2 is coming out soon.
It is super dramatic, but it's not like soap opera dramatic. Whereas ER was more about the like behind the scenes storylines, the romance that it seems like The Pit's just like, oh my God.
It's like
this
what
is
it's
what
like.
they have to deal with.
And what's crazy is each episode was it each episode was an hour of the 12-hour shift?
Yeah,
it was
I think
something
that's
like
right.
that. And the amount of things that happen alone is so stressful to watch, let alone think of being a surgeon, a doctor,
Yeah.
a nurse, the people at the front desk, the people that are dealing with the waiting room, and everyone that it just wants to get in there as soon as possible. It really did show like the realistic way that a hospital runs.
So there is some news about it. TNT's going to broadcast all 15 episodes of it without edits starting on December 1st.
Oh, wow.
So it'll preserve all graphic medical imagery and nudity from the original streaming version. Now, here's my problem with this. What if you were hired for an acting role and you're going to be like, yeah, you're going to be naked on the table, but obviously we won't show anything.
Oh, but they're going to show it.
And so you're like, all right, I'll be the like guy that has a kidney transplant or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden you find out the unedited version's coming out.
Maybe they have like things that cover your nipples.
No, it sounds like it's just going to be full-on nudity, like dongs out.
The way she goes. That's what's realistic about it. And that's why anytime I go to a doctor's appointment, I'm like, I don't have to be insecure. I don't have to worry that they're looking at places that most people don't look. I'm like, they've probably already seen 17 of these today. Who cares?
17 of these?
Yeah.
I just thought you'd go with an even number.
No. I was thinking about downstairs for me. But also maybe 17. Like maybe some people come in and they only got one.
For sure, absolutely.
Maybe that's why they're there.
Yeah.
They
it was
lost
just-
the other one.
For sure.
Or I don't know.
I feel bad if anybody got hired on to that show as somebody who was going to be covered up on national television, and now all of a sudden they're switching things up.
Yeah, so The Pit is a really good show. A good recommendation as well. If you haven't watched it, maybe catch up before season 2 comes out. But I also heard they had legit surgeons on set to make sure that each scene looked as real as possible, which is genius.
And you binged it, right?
Yeah, I finished it in like a week.
That's awesome. When you can hit a TV show that you fire up the first episode and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is going to be it. This is my next binge-worthy show.
That's how I feel about Pluribus right now on Apple. And the best thing about Pluribus is go in without knowing anything about the show. That makes it better.
Do you know if the whole season is out, or is most of these shows now will do 2 or 3 episodes, get you hooked, and then they just release one a week,
Yeah,
right?
so I think there's 3 out now. So, because I saw some people tweeting that they can't wait for the next episode. And apparently the creator of it, he did Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. And he said the whole point of this show, he wants to have like 3 seasons because the lead actress is so good. He wants her to be known more because of her talent. And I agree.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very smart move, whoever came up with that concept of releasing TV shows like they used to, because it's fun for the audience to have to wait. I think it builds momentum. You get excited. It has more of an opportunity to make some noise.
Okay, here's a question for you. Everyone in the chat, I want you to contribute to this as well. What was a show that you remember from cable TV that had the most impact on you when an episode ended with to be continued? Because there's so many answers to this.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Friends had some big moments that were to be continued.
Yep. I think there was one of Full House where, oh my gosh, what was the daughter that fell off? It might have been
Stephanie,
Michelle or
DJ, or Michelle.
One of them fell off a horse, and then when they woke up, they were like, they looked at Danny Tanner and they were like, "Who are you?" And it said to be continued.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It was so intense. There was a couple Goosebumps episodes. Maybe even I think the Dad in the Basement, was that a to be continued one where he ended up being like this evil plant?
Justin says, "Who shot Maggie?" from a Simpsons episode.
I've got Prison Break in the chat. Boy Meets World. Okay, what happened in Boy Meets World though? Was it
he met the world, I think.
No, I think it was a cheating episode or something. Like Topanga was now like hooking up with his best friend or something. Oof. Dang, there have been some epic TV to be continued episodes where you had to wait an entire week to find out what happens next in the show. Iconic.
The other good reason why this is happening for streaming services, like why this was a good business plan behind the scenes, is because you have to keep your subscription.
Oh, I never thought about it like that. That's so greasy, but also brilliant.
Because I bet a lot of people were binge watching all of the shows that they could from one platform for a month.
Or they'd get the 7-day trial.
Cancel, go to the next one, binge, cancel.
Okay, some other answers in the chat here. Who Shot Mr. Burns is a great answer.
Dallas, says Tracy.
SVU to be continued episodes were usually really intense, says Donnie.
Who Shot JR? I wonder what Dallas would be like now, because TV has changed so much with how they make it so that people want to binge it. And they don't have to revisit storylines nearly as much because it happens a little bit quicker. You know what I mean? You can go rewind if you're confused. Whereas they had to, for a show like Dallas or LA Law, it felt like half of the show was them reestablishing who the characters were and what happened last week.
Okay, so I got a breakdown from someone who is a movie/TV show critic of what makes a movie or TV show bad. And I want everyone to keep this in mind the next time you start a new show. Apparently, it's a really bad show, like poorly written, if there are characters that are introduced in scenes and they tell a backstory right away. So it's not obvious, like just by watching what's unfolding. Instead, it's like all of a sudden the brother comes into the scene and let's say the sister's the main character and the brother comes into her room and he says, I know things haven't been the same since Mom died in that car accident 5 years ago and Dad's been binge drinking a lot and hooking up with our neighbor. That's how you know it's bad. I just made that up. If anyone wants to hire me, I am available to write a script, no problem. But that apparently is a serious sign that it's getting a low rating.
Okay.
Because what a lazy way to tell what's happening in the plot.
We're like, hey, Debbie, it's me, your brother.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pretty lame.
Keep that in mind next time you're watching a show. Think of the sauce and be like, they were right.
Your storyline was way more captivating than mine. I'd watch your show way before I would mine.
Thank you, everyone, for joining in on the YouTube chat. Of course, make sure you're liking and subscribing to Oilers Nation. Means a lot that you're here. We're using the super chat starting today until the end of the show on Friday.
Yes.
End of day on Friday, where money's going towards the Canadian Veterans Services Society.
Please donate if you can. Mm-hmm. It is time for maybe 3 stars of anything before our first guest.
Sure.
And this is where we come up with 3 stars of anything.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
I always forget there's a theme song. Sorry about that. Today's theme.
We're going to get so good at this.
We're going to just crush it. We actually just got someone that complimented in the chat that our production's really good. So that's all producer Reece, baby.
Reece is crushing it over there.
That's show business.
Even to get that hockey fight up.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Are you really sweaty near the end of each show?
My hands get super clammy before the show.
Yeah, I figured so. We'll get on top of that. It'll get easier.
Do you get a little nervous because Lisa yells at you instructions? in a really angry tone.
Yeah, well, when Lisa comes in and yells at me in the morning, that starts off my day a little
You guys are
funky,
liars.
Poor Reece, man.
Okay.
I get it. She did it to me for years.
Yeah, you're my new victim. Okay, 3 stars of anything today. It's things that we don't know / understand. And we take this very seriously, so we'll get a poll up in the chat, and you can vote on who has the best list. Reece, Ryder, or Lisa. And I think, Ryder, you actually won yesterday, so you get to go first.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to start off hot here for 3 stars of anything with why you can't tickle yourself.
You can't?
Well, you can't really. Try it. Not very tickly, is it?
No.
But if I did that to you, I'd get an HR violation.
That's true.
And you'd be tickled.
And probably pee myself a little bit.
So
I don't like tickle. I don't like that feeling.
I don't
at all.
understand, though.
Yeah, what's the science there? You know, I feel like we talked about this the other day, and Reece made a really valid point that it could be because it's unpredictable where someone else's hands are going.
Yeah, so when you're doing it, your body is like preparing for where your mind is telling to shoot your fingers.
Yeah. Shoot your fingers.
Well, yeah, like,
yeah.
what are you doing when you're tickling? You're shooting your fingers everywhere.
Did everyone else watching or listening try and tickle yourself just now? Be honest.
For sure. Hey, Reece, were you tickling back there?
I think we all were. Just a little bit. His clammy fingers, and he was like, it's cold. Okay.
That'll be it. We've hit our quota for talking about tickling on the show this week, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm putting
it's
it
a
on
little
the
bit
list.
weird. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go with, considering how we played the Blue Jackets last night.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they play again tonight. We're going to get to our bets of the day, and mine involves the Blue Jackets, so that'll be near the end of the show. What is a Blue Jacket? I didn't Google it.
Okay.
I didn't look into it because I wanted to find out from you guys if you knew where that name originated, what it means. Like,
Yeah, I first want you to take a run at what you think it is as we count down the top 3 stars of things we don't know.
I don't know.
Well, come on. What do you think it might be?
Just a bunch of people or animals wearing blue jackets?
Some animals
I don't know.
wearing blue jackets.
Also, like, if you're going to be called the Blue Jackets, you should be wearing blue jackets instead of jerseys.
That's a really good point.
But I've never thought about it either. That's why I love this 3 stars of anything, because it's things that you're like, wait a minute. What's going on here?
I'm just picturing a bunch of guys out there with actual jackets on.
Like
That's
a suit
hilarious.
jacket?
They should do it for a theme night at least.
So what is a blue jacket?
If I'm not mistaken, it's a type of hornet.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Oh, Reece, our guest is here.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, well, why don't we continue the 3 stars of anything
Coming.
in a few minutes after our guest.
Ooh, we love it. Oh my God, this is so perfect. To be continued. That is right on brand. So Reece is heading down. He's going to go get Kaysha. She's going to come in and be our guest. We're going to talk about where she works, where the money goes. And just a heads up, our super chat today, all of the money is going towards it. So Canadian Veterans Services Society, which helps veterans in any way that they can help possible, including a really important food bank. So thanks again. We've been having people in the chat donating all morning already, which just means the world to us. So thank you.
We got Vasily saying, I think Blue Jackets are something about the U.S. Civil War Union side.
Oh, yeah. You're thinking about a yellow jacket rider.
I am. It's
which
because,
is a Hornet.
It's because I was in DuckTales and Bobby Socks back in the day, and I was part of the Yellow Jacket Street gang.
What is happening?
We did the play DuckTales and Bobby Socks in my school back in the day, and I was part of the Yellow Jacket Street gang.
So this whole time, you've been watching the Blue Jackets play hockey, and in your mind, you're like, makes sense. It's an insect.
Well, I thought maybe the Blue Jackets were like the arch nemesis of the Yellow Jackets. That's kind of what I thought. And they not? The Blue Jackets, I'm pretty sure, have like a wasp or something as their mascot.
They do?
Well, look it up.
You look it up. I'm in the chat.
My computer's too slow.
I'm in
to
the
look
chat
it up.
making fun of you with everyone else. All the other saucers.
Well, everybody will come through on the chat. Let's just lean on that so I don't have to get this old computer fired up. They have a literal cannon in their arena. It's kind of famous. That's a really good point, actually.
So what is it?
They have a huge cannon when
So
they
it
go
is about the Civil War.
They're hornets because they're hornets. No, he's making fun of me.
Yeah, that was someone being facetious. That was Justin making fun of you in the chat.
And I just read it like he wasn't making fun of me.
This is perfect. Sometimes Ryder has to be humbled. He knows a lot about sports, and every once in a while we have to have the chat come through and be like, wrong. Mm-hmm. Feels good, doesn't it?
I still am fairly convinced that their mascot is some kind of bee.
Okay, I'm looking it up. What are the Blue Jackets in hockey?
No, they'll say like a Columbus NHL team.
Oh.
But do what their mascot is. Quit laughing at me in the...
It is. It's to honor Ohio's Civil War history, referencing the Union Army's blue uniforms, not insects.
Tell me about their mascot. Please.
What is the Jackets mascot? Okay.
Tell me that's not a bee.
It is a stinger, a bright green bug-like character with a large antenna and playful personality. He represents the team Stinger from the Hornet Wasp theme and appears at games, events, and fan gatherings. The team also unofficially uses the cannon used in goal celebrations as a symbol, but Stinger is the official mascot. Okay, do we all owe you an apology in a way?
I think at least you do.
Me?
Yeah, you were pretty hard on me. And
No, I was just like vibing with the chat.
Justin in the group chat, I'd take an apology from as well.
Okay. Well, let's just take everyone, if you want to get an apology in, that would be great. But at the moment, we are going to pivot for a little bit. Thanks again to everyone in the super chat who has been donating all morning, starting today until the end of day Friday. We are raising money for the Canadian Veterans Services Society, which helps veterans in any way possible, especially their food bank. And we have a very special guest here in studio. Kaysha, is that how it's pronounced? Yes. We just met just yesterday via text message. So it's so great to see you in person. Welcome to the studio.
You can pull that mic up just...
Right to your mouth there. Give us a check. Hello? Maybe a little bit closer.
Is that better?
That's getting close. Now Reece just has to turn it on.
Let's just invade personal space here.
Listen to that.
Nailed it.
That's how you do it. All right. So welcome to the sauce.
Thank you.
We are brand new here at Oilers Nation, and we're very excited to be just shining a light on what you do. So tell us a little bit about your organization and who it helps and where it started. Let's just start with who you are and what you do.
So my name is Kaysha, and I'm the general manager of the Veterans Food Bank of Edmonton by the Canadian Veterans Services Society, which is a non-for-profit charitable organization that was started by Alan Reed, who is my boss. And our main goal is food security for our vulnerable veterans that served our country. And unfortunately, there is a lot of them here, especially in the city. So that is our main goal, is food security and building bridges for them to make sure all of their needs are met on a daily basis.
Amazing. And a great reminder to those of you that are watching this live that you can donate. We make it so easy for you. There's that little money button and you can just click that, donate however much you want. Any amount is so incredible. So thank you to everyone who's been contributing so far this morning.
And that's not all that Canadian Veterans Service Society does. The food bank, right?
No, we honestly, we do so much more than people realize. And I think one of our biggest assets is actually our retreat out by Caroline, Alberta, which is 142 acres of pristine Alberta land. That is a getaway for any veteran and first responders. A lot of people don't realize we also help all first responders and emergency responders. So that's police, RCMP, firefighters, anybody that deals with the worst of society for the betterment of us is who we help. And we have a place for them to go that has no cell service and no drama and no problems. And they can go there, they can book themselves a cabin, they can book themselves and their family a cabin for free, and they can decompress from the world. And that, I think, is one of our biggest assets, is a place for them to go where they're understood and they know that they're in a safe place, because we have people out there that run our retreat that, like, we just signed on a new lady, Laura, and she is wonderful, and she's a therapist, and she listens to the guys and she gives them a safe place to go and to be able to sort through what they feel dealing with the worst of society for us.
That is truly incredible. I didn't know that existed. I'm so happy that it does. Now, you would probably get a lot of the money that you need from federal funding, provincial funding, but also donations.
Donations is a huge asset for us, and it's one of the best ways that people can contribute. And one of the fastest ways that they can contribute is honestly just go to the store, buy $20-$30 worth of food, and bring it directly to the food bank. Bring me your receipt. Anything over $20, CRA says we can give you a tax receipt. You're not losing out on any money. You get it back on your taxes at the end of the year. So it's the fastest way to help. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of guys that are struggling. We've got guys that are still enrolled, that are working on a day-to-day basis, but the cost of living is so high they can't provide for their families. So I think it's really up to us, to help them out, because on a daily basis, they help everybody.
Yeah, and what a shame that with the sacrifice the men and women that have served for us have made, that they feel like they're struggling at the end of the month.
No, totally. And I think this is I'm just so thankful that you so last minute came and hopped on with us to talk about this, because I know a lot of people are donating and you're like, oh, I know this is going to be helping people that need it, but really getting that firsthand perspective from you, who you actually see these people. You see what they're going through and the trauma and the PTSD and just the struggles that they have on a daily basis. Like, how can other veterans get a hold of you or be in contact with you if maybe one of them has never used your services before?
And that is a really, really good question. And that is the biggest question that needs to be asked, is how can we make it more comfortable for them to reach out for help? Because these guys that are doing this job, they're the ones always helping other people. And that is the biggest issue, is getting them to accept the help. But you know what? I've got an email. You don't want to talk? Fine. Email me. I've got a phone. Text me. You can't do the phone conversation? That's fine. Text me. But don't go without it because of shame that there is no reason to feel. They've done everything that they can, but we all know mental health gets in the way of everything. And at the end of the day, if you need help, you need help. There is no judgment. My entire family has veterans and first responders. All of my volunteers that work with me, I make sure I keep people with a veteran mindset there, so that they know when they come in, there's people there that understand what they have been through. And the only thing we want is to see them succeed in life. We have no judgment. We have no shame where we are. We only have help and love and consideration. And that's what they need to understand they're walking into. They're not walking into a regular business with people that just, here's a number. No, I get to know every single one of my clients. I know their birthdays. I know their grandkids. I know their family problems. My shop is a safe place for them to come for whatever reason. If they don't want to be alone on a certain day, I've got a reading nook set up for them. They don't have to interact with anybody. They can grab a coffee, they can grab a book, they can sit down and read, just so they don't have to be alone. Wow. And that's a safe place for them. And this is something that people need to understand that we need to be doing for them. They gave up everything for us. They at one point signed a check that included their life for people they didn't know. And now they're to the point they can't feed themselves. To me, that's not okay. No. And if I can do anything to help bring awareness to that, I will, which is why as soon as you emailed me, I was like, hell yeah, I'm fucking in. Let's do it. Oh shit.
You're all good
it's
here.
Okay. It's okay. You're allowed to swear. And you know what? Our boss even said, if there's going to be swears on this show, I want it to have a good reason behind
Just make it count.
And I don't know if there's a better reason for an F-bomb to drop than for what you just said, because it's so true. And how incredible for our viewers, for the saucers that are donating in the chat. Thank you to everyone that's contributed, but also just raising awareness to know that it's not a business, like you said, where they're walking in and someone behind the desk is annoyed that they have to deal with someone, even though that's their job. Because there are some places you go where you're there for a reason, and yet you feel not always shame, but sometimes like, oh, I'm sorry for inconveniencing you, even though that's your job to help me. I have a question that's a valid question. How wonderful that you are just so empathetic and you're genuinely there for these people. That's incredible. Can you give us an example of a success story that you saw? You don't have to give out their name, but just something that you saw where you're like, wow, we're really doing this. And you saw such improvement with maybe just one person that has served.
So a gentleman, he was RCMP, not CAF,
okay,
but he served 20 something years in RCMP. His back was absolutely destroyed. He was to the point he could barely move. At one point, he told me as he sat in my office and cried, and he's a big fella, if I were a dog in the condition I'm in, they'd put me down. They'd rather him suffer for years and years and years rather than give him the help that he needed. And it was once he had come to us, we were able to help advocate for him, push the medical system, help him, give him the partnership and the grounding and the people to lean on to get through it. And he finally got his back surgery and he has been able to move on. Like, he doesn't even come in to see me anymore for assistance. He just comes in to say hi. He's moved out into the world now, and he's been able to restart his life now that he's been able to get through the worst years of it with nothing and no one other than us. He told me there'd be months where we were the only people that he would talk to because he didn't have anybody else.
Wow.
And now he's got a family. He's moved out of the city. He's starting his life over again at 46 years old.
Wow.
Well, that's really cool too, to know that with your donations and your help and getting the word out there, that you can be the support that these people can have to start a life again. If they feel like they've been stagnant or they can't push through, which I'm sure is the case for a lot of people.
A lot of them it is. They feel unheard. They don't know where to go. They don't know what resources are available to them. And that's one thing I have noticed that breaks my heart a lot, especially with the older veterans. They have no idea what resources are available to them. The amount of guys that have found themselves in my shop bawling their eyes out because they didn't even know we existed, and they've been stealing food. And it's like, no, like, we need to make it more aware to these guys that there are resources out there to help them, that we are a resource to help them, and we can bridge them with. I have spent the last 2 years networking with every other veteran organization in this city.
Wow.
To make sure that any guys that come through my door, if we can't meet their needs, I know exactly who can. And this is what they need to know is you can't do the social aspect of finding help for yourself. That's fine. I have an entire crisis binder built and categorized on veteran organizations in the city. Come to me, tell me what you need. Let me help you, because this is what I do. And I love every veteran and first responder. My life has been saved multiple times, usually from my own stupidity, by first responders. So please, I want to help them. And I think we as society owe it to them to help them.
Absolutely.
When there's a car accident, who do we call? Somebody breaks into your house. Well, God, fuck. Let's not go there. But, ideally, somebody breaks into your house. You're in a problem. Who do you call? You call the emergency services. But when the emergency guys need help, who are they supposed to call?
Right. Well, and who is it that said, there was that famous line that when you're in trouble or something, look to the people that are helping, the people that are running towards the problem, whereas everyone else is running away. These are the people that you are helping as an organization. That's incredible. So if you're just tuning into the show, we've got Kaysha in from Canadian Veterans Services Society. Our super chat in the YouTube today, all the money is going towards helping out veterans who need it in any way possible. So you're listening to Kaysha talk about this, and all the different things that they do to help these people out is incredible, because we came in here being like, yeah, we'll probably just talk about the food bank. No, there's so many layers to what they do to help, and you can be helping as well. So
what does Remembrance Day mean to you and to the veterans you support?
So the honest answer to that is going to break a lot of hearts. But Remembrance Day, to a lot of the guys that I personally know, is actually a very sad day, because a lot of them had to bring home many good men and women in boxes. So Remembrance Day for me is a day to remember what was lost and what we have now. And lately, with how things have been, it makes me even sadder, because we show so much unappreciation for the people that gave us our freedoms and everything. And it's like, they're starving. Like, we've got homeless veterans here in the city. So when I spend Remembrance Day, my husband's a veteran. I spend it with him and his veteran buddies. I make them scalloped potatoes and meatballs every single year. And for me, it's a day to remember how grateful I am to be where I am and to be in Canada and to have the people that I have in my life and to have this job. And every year I'm thankful, because I was given this opportunity to truly help a category of people that I care about, like I deeply care about. Every single one of them reminds me of my brother who's in the military, my sister who's a nurse, my best friend who's RCMP. Like, it reminds me every day I am grateful for these people and for what they do, because I sure as hell couldn't do it.
Totally. And so outside of people donating to this, how can, if people are watching right now and they're like, wow, like I haven't thought about it like this before. How can people help in other ways besides just donating? Are there volunteer positions people can help out at?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, there's volunteering positions. There's days I have guys in that just, they want someone to talk to, you know. If you've got a couple free hours, come in, sign up for a reading hour with the guys. Just sit with them, play some air hockey, play a game of chess. Just show them some type of appreciation, because a lot of these guys, they're alone. They go home, they're alone. They come to my shop, they go home, they're alone. They've got nobody that listens to them. Some of these guys, all they need is somebody to listen to them for 5 minutes. And if you're willing to donate 5 minutes of your time to hold a veteran's hand and let them talk to you, please, by all means, get a hold of me, because we could really use the help.
Wow. So where, like, can people come and see you where you work? Is it like an open door place where they can go, or is it better to email you and reach out that way?
So we do ask that you email ahead.
Okay.
A lot of our guys, they do struggle with mental health issues. So we do book them in for 1 hour appointments. That way they can have, personal space. But for the most part, a lot of the guys, they're pretty cool. So if you'd like to come in and help, drop by, give me a call, shoot me a text. There's 3 different ways you can get a hold of me. We're over on the west side of the city off of 116 and 156th Street.
Yep.
Please come by, see what we do, see how we do it, because we don't operate like a regular food bank. We don't do hampers, and we don't like hampers. They pick out their food. It gives them independence and dignity back. We do the grocery shopping system. So they get a cart, they go up and down like an actual grocery store. They pick out what they want to eat. If you've got 10 minutes, help them grab the stuff on the bottom shelf or on the top shelf. My 10-year-old son, he loves coming into work with me because he helps the guys grab the stuff off the bottom shelf. He goes, runs, grabs them all the extra good snacks, and he loves it. And I think this is something that we need to bring back into society is selflessness. Bring your kids in, show them what it means to give back to the community. Bring in your team from work or school, help me sort out some food, help me stock the shelves, see and feel what it means to make a difference to these guys firsthand, because you can see in their face when you genuinely care and they feel genuinely cared for. You can see that, and it's a breath of relief for them.
So what is the best way for people to reach out to you? You said email, but you also have a website.
Yes, we also have a website. The best way to reach out to me personally here in Edmonton is my work phone, 587-998-1493.
Okay.
It's on me 24/7. If you're in a crisis situation, if you just need somebody to talk to, if you are on that ledge and it's 2:00 in the morning, you call me. I don't care who you are or where you are. I will come to you and I will help you.
That is amazing to hear. I'm sorry, but you don't meet a lot of people that are like, here's my personal cell phone number. Call me at any hour. I'm here to help. Usually it's like, here's our generic email address and someone will get back to you eventually. So Kaysha, you're doing amazing work, and we are so grateful that you're here in the community helping people that need the help. Thank you for taking the time to come in today, truly.
Thank you for the offer. I truly appreciate it.
So the super chat today, make sure you are donating to the Canadian
please.
Veterans Services Society. You heard it here. You heard it from someone who sees it every single day and works hard to help out these people that have served our country. So if you want to donate, the super chat is available. We are going to be right back. I would love to take a picture with you and just talk to you a little bit longer, and then we'll get right back to your regular scheduled programming.
And just one more thing real quick. If you're needing somebody to talk to and that phone number doesn't pop up for you real quick, and we have it. So feel free to slide into our DMs as well, and we'll get it to you.
Yep. Okay. We'll put it in the chat in a little bit later too. We'll be right back.
Good timing.
Terrible timing. Thank you, everyone, for being patient. Means a lot. And thanks to everyone that has been contributing to the Super Chat, raising money for veterans who need those funds. Like we just heard it from Kaysha. That was heavy, but important. I'm glad that she came on so last minute.
All donations in the Super Chat today are going to help out veterans, the food bank, and the CVSS.
We've actually extended it to the end of the week as well.
Great.
So whatever
Awesome.
you donate, that's where it's going.
So that also includes after our show when Oilersnation Everyday takes over, the most popular show around here. Mm-hmm. Way more popular than us.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway, Liam's here.
One day you guys will grow up and be just as good as we are. I guess.
Maybe.
I don't think so, man. You guys know your stuff pretty good.
So we're doing this thing where we're getting to know everyone that we work with now, as this is our 7th show now. So just bringing in people that work here that are talented, and we just want to pick your brain a little bit and see what your deal is. When did you start with Oilers Nation, Liam?
It's a great question because I always forget. I think this is my I think this is my 5th season.
Okay.
With the with Oilers Nation. I think my first year was when they lost to Vegas in the second round.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. But it also could be the year before when they lost to Colorado.
I do love that you've got a British accent and you come in here and you know more about hockey than all my Berta bros.
Yeah. How long have you? What's the deal there? So when did you move to Edmonton?
I moved to Canada in 2010.
Okay.
So yeah, I've lived here ever since then. I lived here for a little bit in 2007. I moved here in April 2007, right after Ryan Smith was traded.
Oh.
So that was my first dose of these are the Edmonton Oilers. Didn't know much about them, obviously, and then came back in 2010 and was fooled because that's when they drafted Taylor Hall, and then Jordan Eberle scored that unbelievable goal against Calgary.
First game.
Yeah, and I thought this is the best team ever. I didn't know anything. I was wrong.
For a long stretch.
Yeah.
For sure. I cried when Eberle scored that goal because I grew up in Saskatchewan and he was
Right.
our hometown boy, our home province boy, and he got drafted to my favorite team. It all worked out so good, and then that first game was just unbelievable. But then, yeah, a full decade of sadness after that, pretty much.
Yeah, a bit longer.
So 2010, moving to Canada, did the Olympics play a big factor in you diving in and really wanting to make hockey a career?
I watched the Olympics. I was in England still when the Olympics were going on.
Okay.
It was kind of just hockey just kind of came later for me, I guess. I obviously watched the Oilers, but I wasn't really a diehard until honestly probably 6 or 7 years ago. And then you just kind of have no choice, right? It's either you love the Oilers or you don't have any friends. So
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I had to mingle a little bit, start to learn the players. But yeah, I would say the Olympics were fun, and I did celebrate when Canada scored the Sidney Crosby goal. So that was cool, and stayed up a little bit later as well to watch it. So yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I would say just the Oilers being miserable, I guess, was good for me in a way, because then you have to talk about them so much because there's so much bad things to talk about.
Yeah, easy to jump in a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Your wealth of knowledge of hockey is astounding for somebody that did really take it up later in life. So I don't know what websites you're reading.
No, truly, where does that come from? Have you always been someone that can retain information really well, in school back in the day, or is it just hockey?
No, I'm not a very good student at all. I just love sports. I was a big soccer fan, obviously, in England. I love cricket, rugby. So I think I would always, when I was younger too, I would just write down stats all the time, no matter what it was. And I used to have this little book, and I used to draw flags. And next to it, I would write down the soccer player who was from that country, and then write down his stats of it too. So I think that's just kind of been it. It's just always being able to just repetitive, I guess, stuff like that.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, but what is a interesting sports stat that has stuck with you over the years? Is there something specific that you're it's
why do I know
amazing?
this?
Yeah, that's a super put you on the spot question.
Yeah, that is the one that just comes to mind, and I'm pretty sure this is right, but it could be wrong.
Perfect.
when Brett Hall scored 76 goals, he did not score an empty net goal that season.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is crazy.
That is a wild
That's a
stat.
crazy stat. So, yeah, that's one that I can just
That's a
think
good
of off
one,
the top of
man.
my
I
head.
like that.
Yeah.
So how did you get your start with Oilers Nation though? Did you reach out? You just were like saw what they were doing and you were
Yeah.
like, I want in on this?
So Tyler and I went to Nate together.
Oh, okay.
And we had a radio program, radio show, on an R92, and then we had a hockey website. So we used to go to games and write post-game recaps for the Show Park Crusaders. And so it was funny how it worked out. So I went there and we were talking. I was like, okay, if we can get them to like give us $10 a game to write for them, that would be unreal. And I just introduced myself. I barely opened my mouth for like $50 a game. I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. So
Sweet.
got $50 for doing that. So Ty and I always stayed buddies. And then one day I started working for Show Park as well. And then one day he called me and was like, hey, like we got this new job. If you want to do it and help out on the DFL rundown, which was Gregor and Frank at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, I was like, man, like I can't just keep doing volunteer jobs for you all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is a real job. Like I will pay you money. So then, yeah, I started doing that. And then eventually we started doing Oilers Nation Everyday. And I was just a guy in the corner that would talk to the chat. And then after a while, I just gradually moved onto the couch without really asking anybody. And now my name's on the show.
That's perfect. That's literally what I did.
Yeah.
I just kept showing up and it's always been my motto. I'm like, keep being annoying.
Yeah.
Keep showing up because eventually people are gonna be like, oh wait, there's some worth behind this. Either that or it's like, well, they're so established, we have to kind of put them on.
yeah. When they're not here, everybody complains. So
Yeah.
you should probably keep them around.
It's true. And I feel like that is the case with Liam. I think you're so talented and I've been enjoying, we finish our show, we prep for the next day and then we tune in and listen to you and Tyler and it's
Jump
just
in the chat.
And I'm
yeah.
excited for today's show because it's going to have some positivity behind it.
Yeah, I did the post-game show last night too. And
Okay.
that was way better than what I was almost close to was being. But they figured it out. But yeah, so the chat's really good. There's always some people, but
Yeah,
there's
yours
always,
is more like sports heavy than ours.
Yeah.
Ours is all like, what were we even talking about this morning? Throwing up, your dog throwing up in your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best to be continued cable TV episodes of all time. So we understand that
Yeah.
with yours, it can come with some more negativity, which is,
Yeah.
it's tough to read that sometimes.
What a blue jacket even is.
What even is it? What is a blue jacket?
It's like a military man.
Yeah.
right?
See, he knew right
See,
away.
I thought there was a bigger connection to the whole Hornet side of things.
Because
or
of the
like
mascot,
Because of
yeah.
the mascot.
Right, of
and
course.
because of the Yellow Jacket Street Gang, which I used to belong to.
Is that right? Is that like the Southside Serpents?
Exactly.
Wait, what's that referencing? Riverdale?
Riverdale, yeah. It's actually almost an exact comparison. It
Yeah.
was from the show DuckTales and Bobby Socks that I was in junior high.
We do need to take a moment to say that Riverdale had there was so much potential until the whole jingle jangle drug dealing.
Season 1 was great.
Yeah,
yeah.
agreed.
The
I was
rest
like,
of it brutal.
It was
This,
so bad.
this is going to be a great series.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the game last night a little bit. I know it's ridiculous to say this in November, but did it kind of feel like a must-win to you too?
Oh yeah, I said it was not based off the schedule or anything like that, but just based off vibes. They had to win that game, and they also had to show a bit of effort. And they came out and did it. It fell apart in the second period. It was like Columbus had a 20-minute power play essentially, and then they just found a way. And that's what Knobloch said after the game too. He's like, McDavid did. He's like, sometimes that's just who we are. We just have these silly games where all of a sudden we're down with 30 seconds left and we score a goal and we go and win. And it was good to see, like, McDavid obviously was the best player and willed him, but it was good to see someone else get the game-winning goal, I think,
Yeah.
as well, which was great. And Stuart Skinner wasn't very good, but he said in his pregame yesterday, I need to make timely saves. He made one right before Roslovic scored, and then I think he might have got an assist on that goal, to be honest. So it was good-ish.
Wallman's
it.
Yeah.
energy is contagious too. Like he had a big one earlier in the season in that overtime, and that little dance move that
Yeah.
got the people going.
Is he the one that's always on TikTok, or he was
Yeah,
on TikTok
he
a lot
was.
before he got?
Yeah.
Okay, that's so funny. So he's got some personality back there. Let's bring it out a
and
little bit.
You can feel it, and I
Yeah.
think that this team has been lacking a bit of a personality.
Totally.
So even Frederick taking one for the team.
Did he ever?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Woolman being able to throw out his personality after some big moments yesterday. Like, I don't know, maybe they've got something to build around at least, because it did feel on Saturday night about halfway through that game, I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just blacked out.
Yeah.
They couldn't go on that road trip with a loss.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I don't know how damaging that would have been for them. But like, at least now you have some positivity, and like you said, like it can be exciting. You don't have to fake being happy. You can be happy. 'cause
We're a
you
little
just
bit
won.
happier today.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
schedule has been really tough as far
Yeah.
as away games, but when I look at the schedule, I also think it's been fairly easy for the level of competition we've been playing.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had many stretches where we're playing like top 3, top 5 teams. So the road trip continues with tough teams continuing.
Yeah.
Do you know, does it ever get easy? Like, at what point in the season are we like, okay, well, we could win 7 of 10 here pretty easily?
So in the back half of the season, they do not leave, go further than the central time zone.
Sweet.
On a road trip. So they're done with the East once the new year kicks in, I think. So that'll be good. They'll be at home a lot more. So I would say the first half of the season might be a grind. They might just be like in a slightly above 500 team. But I think the back half is typically when they play better hockey anyway.
Sure.
I think that'll be good for them, especially with the Olympic break. Like, you remember last year with the Four Nations, they went right out on the road for a 6-game road swing. And I think they lost every single game.
Right.
Maybe won one. But then they kind of found their legs again, I would say. So I think the second half of the season would be much better for everyone's mental health.
We've got an Olympic break this year, though,
Yeah.
too. So hopefully they
gosh.
figure out how to
Yeah.
come out of that. Yeah, I guess it's almost like the start of a new season out of those breaks. And we've just been so bad out of the start of seasons.
Yeah, I think that game on Saturday was the lowest point in the McDavid era.
Yeah.
I don't think it was particularly close. Like, how do you lose 9-1 on home ice?
At least he got the one goal.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
That was great for me.
Well, and what do they
You know what I
say?
mean?
The worst thing you can have a fan base do is become impartial.
Yeah.
And it felt that way at the rink that night. Like, people were like, who cares? Score 10. Like,
Yeah, that's bad.
Instead of people being really passionately angry, it almost felt like there was a give up with the fans.
Yeah, like, you
so I'm
deserve
glad we
this.
turned that around real quick. And
Yeah.
it took a lucky bounce, obviously, in the third. But
Totally. But
sometimes it does.
I think the booing was good last night, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad to say because it shouldn't be like that, but they deserve to hear it. They were terrible. They've been terrible all season, and they needed that. And I think it did help them. Obviously, McDavid scored right away with maybe one of the most underrated goals he'll ever score. But yeah, it was really good. I turned off the game on Saturday and started watching Harry Potter 5. So
How's that going for you?
it was great.
Perfect.
It's so good.
I turned off the game for some of it last night and watched SNL with my daughter, but I also bet on an Oilers comeback. So I wasn't completely giving up as a fan.
Wasn't out
Absolutely
yet,
epic. Well, Liam, before you leave, we are going to play a little game
Okay.
with you. Our guest today brought to you by Southview Acura, family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. Southview Acura offers a premier selection of new and pre-owned Acuras and more, backed by expert service you can trust. Stop by today and discover why at Southview Acura. Luxury meets reality. So both of you are engaged men.
Yes.
How's that wedding planning going?
Not to each other.
No.
Not to each other.
I wish.
How's the wedding planning going?
Good, apparently.
Exactly. That's exactly the energy I was expecting from you. So we're going to play a game today. We're going to see who is more aware of what happens on a wedding. You guys can yell out your answers. We're going to keep a score. We'll see who is the better groom.
Okay, so we're yelling out answers. We're not going back and forth with them.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, I thought this was going to be about England. After I watched Waz's interview yesterday, it's all about Poland.
So you were doing your research last
I
night.
Studying.
re-studied my history.
That's why he was watching Harry Potter.
Yes.
Towns that start with the letter E.
Okay, no, we're going to do it a little bit different today.
Okay.
Okay, first person that answers this wins. What does it mean to catch the bouquet?
You're
You're
getting
next to
married
me.
next. Oh, engaged next. Right? Yeah.
That one's going to Liam.
Yeah, I got distracted and just
say
started making
anything.
noises.
And like coloring. Did you just write that S that all of us made in high school on our binders?
No, I wrote Liam.
With a heart beside it? I wish. All right, next question. What color do most brides add to their outfit besides white?
Blue. That's a tie.
That's a tie. You both get a point.
He's doing really good.
Yeah, he is. What is the most popular wedding flowers?
Roses? No.
That's right.
Yep.
Really?
That's what
Wow.
I was very confident with that one.
It's the only flower you know. Just kidding. Okay. What is traditionally the luckiest month to get married?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go
July.
I'm gonna go with June.
June is the answer. Crushing.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh. Reese?
Should have probably looked into that. Reece, Google it.
August is the sweatiest month. To get
I
married.
don't doubt that.
I would avoid that as
Yeah.
a larger fella.
Yeah, mine's July. That's why I said it.
Okay.
What day?
18th.
Perfect. We'll be there. Not that we're invited. Okay. What is the person who marries you referred to as?
The pastor? Priest?
No.
Officiant.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Damn it.
Come on. You've got this next one.
slapped.
Yell it out.
Okay.
Who famously said, I take thee, Rachel?
Ross?
That's right.
I let him have that one.
Yeah, you did. I felt you go, like you were going to say something. How many more questions are there? Okay, Liam, come on. You can tie this one up.
Okay. Did you just ask how many don't you have the questions?
Yeah. I'm really bad at this. What is the first wedding anniversary gift? What is it usually made out of?
A band? A golden band is my answer.
No, isn't it wood?
No. Keep trying. You're on the right.
Pine.
You're on the right track. Keep going.
Oak. I'm running out of wood.
What's up, girl? I'm giving you that wood
What
for
is
1
made?
year.
What is made out of wood?
A tree.
What do
Wait,
trees
no.
make? What do trees make?
Leaves. Flowers.
What else do they make?
Plants,
A
acorns.
swing.
I have no idea.
What do they make in a lab?
A tree makes in a lab?
Yeah.
A lab-grown tree stick.
A diamond.
Are you guys serious?
I have no idea.
Paper.
Oh, no.
That was really funny that he
Damn.
said everything but.
For the 1 year anniversary, you give them paper?
So it has to be like a letter or tickets to a concert or a photo book. It's fine.
Good to know.
Okay.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And he retains information, so he's going to remember that at the 1 year, and I'll be asking him about it.
Okay, I guess Ryder won, but I am going to just do one more for good luck because I'd love to see you guys tie for fun.
Nope.
Who plays the lead in Runaway Bride?
Julia Roberts?
That's right.
Damn.
Sorry, Liam, I did you dirty with that last one. He
Yeah.
knows his Julia Roberts movies. He's an Eat, Pray, Love lover. What else is she in? Ocean's 11,
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. There was another Bride movie, My Best Friend's Wedding.
Aaron Brockovich.
Oh,
She
how
had
could
some
we
classics. Yeah.
forget? So good. Anyway, Liam, thank you for joining us
Yeah,
today.
you're welcome.
And if maybe people are just checking out this show, they're saucers, they're new to Oilers Nation, where can people find you? What time are you on?
Yeah, our show today is 12 on this Oilers Nation channel. We have Devin Duminick and Thomas Hickey on the show.
Sweet.
Thomas Hickey was a color analyst on the bench last night for the game. So I'll have him on, and I'm on Twitter at Liam Horrobin, or X.
And highly recommend if you haven't checked out their show, Oilersnation Everyday. It is really, really good. Some of the best insight in the game.
And also, I try not to talk about the Oilers as much as I can. So maybe if you don't like the Oilers, it might also be a good show.
It's very entertaining, and you get to hear an awesome accent.
Thanks.
Who doesn't love that? Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us, Liam.
Yeah,
We
you
love
bet.
you. Thanks for
guys.
coming in.
Okay, so we were doing the 3 stars of anything.
Yeah, we got to get back to that.
And we got to get back to that.
Especially because we were taking it so seriously.
You're good to go. Yeah.
Oh, maybe
that's
not.
fine.
Looking
Yeah,
good.
who cares?
Looking good.
Who cares?
Get out of here.
3 stars of anything. I think we should recap what has been selected so far for things that we don't understand.
Okay, so mine was the Blue Jackets, but we've figured that out.
And mine was why you can't tickle yourself.
Okay.
For things we don't know.
Reece, it's your turn, and then we got to get that poll up because the winner of this gets first overall pick tomorrow with 3 stars of anything.
Okay, heck yeah. For my first pick, sorry, I was a little bit lost there.
That's
That's
okay.
all good, man. Hey, nice looking shirt, by the way.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
looking
Yeah, not a big
good.
deal.
We'll be giving away some The Sauce official merchandise. Just follow along with us at Ryder and Lisa and at Oilers Nation.
Heck yeah.
Okay, what's your pick?
My first pick is going to be something I don't understand is how the universe continues to grow each and every second of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really make any sense to me.
I didn't know that.
Does it?
It trips me out.
Here's the thing about this about space is it scares me, so
Yeah.
I just try to not think about it.
I get dizzy when I think about how big everything is. When they're like, oh, yeah, we discovered a whole new area. I'm like, ugh.
No, but there was a video just yesterday that I watched where it's like, this is what it would look like if you fell into a black hole. I was like, I don't need to know.
No.
So that's a really good one. Reece, if you want to get the poll up in the chat, we'll get some votes going early because we've all put in our first pick.
Yes, for things we don't understand or things we don't know, my second pick is what dry cleaning is.
Because it's not dry. Did the clothes get wet?
No, I don't think they do. I don't know what happens. Do they get a chemical on them?
I think they steam them.
That doesn't sound that dry.
Does it just go in a dryer?
Maybe.
Exactly.
How
We
does it
don't know.
So, good one, right?
That is a good one. My next one is how mirrors work. Also, how did you create the mirror to begin with? Because I think the first ever mirror was the lake.
Right.
Like looking into water. But how did they know to make a mirror out of ingredients?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Mind blown.
Your second pick, Reece.
My second pick today is going to be, how does Wi-Fi work? How does
Okay.
this little box give me the ability to do whatever
I'll
I
tell you
want?
one thing. Don't ask Grant Johnson. Because we've been trying to get him on as a guest for 2 days out of Mundare, Alberta, and can't connect to the internet out there. So
He might drive in tomorrow.
I think he's going to.
Yeah, that's how much he doesn't understand how his Wi-Fi specifically works.
That's a good one, though, Reece, because it's true. What is happening with the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my third pick, the rules of cricket.
Oh, we should have asked Liam.
Yeah, I think there are so many of them, though. Like, did you know a cricket game can go on for like a weekend?
I have heard this. It's like that Catan game or whatever.
Yeah, Risk even. If you don't play the rules right on Risk, you can end up having like a 3-day
Oh, that's the game
game.
maybe I'm thinking of. Sorry.
But yeah, I don't understand how you can have a sport that goes that long. Mm-hmm. So that's mine. Rules of cricket is my third answer.
Okay. My third answer is yawning. I don't understand who started yawning or why they started doing it. And why are they ugly and why are they contagious? Like, why can I talk about yawning right now and know that half of the chat of saucers are currently yawning because I'm bringing it up?
I can feel it right here.
Exactly. How does that work?
When you originally said, why are they ugly? I thought you meant the person who invented yawning.
No, just like the face you make when you yawn.
Sure.
It's not attractive. It never will be.
Okay, yawning is Lisa's third pick. Reece, 3 stars of anything. Final choice.
My final selection in the 3 stars of anything will be, why doesn't Connor McDavid shoot as much as he did last night all the time?
Oh, good
Makes
answer.
life a lot easier for everybody else. I don't know.
There it is.
I like it. I like that a lot. So get your votes on right now. Let's spitfire our 3 stars of anything, things we don't understand. Ryder, you take it away first because you were first overall pick.
Yes, my 3 things that I don't really understand are why you can't tickle yourself, what dry cleaning is, and the rules of cricket.
Mine are what are blue jackets, but that was answered for us. Thanks everyone in the chat and Liam for coming in. How mirrors work and yawning. Don't get it. Please vote for me in the chat. Thank you.
And mine are, why doesn't the universe keep growing, or why does it keep growing? How does Wi-Fi work? And why doesn't Connor McDavid shoot more?
That was a great round of 3 stars of anything. I'm very intrigued on who's going to win because I think all of us came through with some valid questions. How does this stuff work?
I just want to point something out that's pretty awesome, too. Justin on the Super Chat, or on the chat, sorry, says he's going to donate $1 to Super Chat for every like this video has by the end of the stream.
What?
So hit that button.
Hit that like button on this video. Thank you, Justin. That's so nice.
I'll match that.
He said we're at, what are we at, $35?
You're
We
just
need
gonna
to get higher.
You're just going to pretend that...
What?
I just said I'd match that, and you just coasted right over.
I didn't hear it. I was too focused on checking how many likes this video has, which is not enough, by the way, considering how many people have been tuning in.
Sure.
How hard is it? Hit the like button. It's for charity
And now
today.
you're doing it for charity, and a great charity that we learned a lot about. CVSS is doing some pretty special stuff out there.
Yeah, Kaysha was incredible. I would love to have her work for me if I worked for an organization like that.
Yeah.
Giving out her personal phone number, just saying, doesn't matter when you call me. If you need help, I'm there for you.
To help veterans and first responders that are just going through it, right?
Yeah.
She
What a
was
gem.
awesome.
Loved her.
So you can donate as well, but if you don't have $1 to donate or $5 to donate, just hit like on this video, and then
Yes.
you're going to have $2 for every like donated.
Yes.
Man, imagine if this blows up.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like, not yet. Give it time, though. We truly appreciate everyone that has already donated and those of you who are in the chat. We need more votes on the poll as well. Who had the best 3 stars of anything? Because they get first round pick for our topic tomorrow.
Guess who's leading?
Reece. Why?
I think I had him until his last one, which the McDavid one
The
was pretty
McDavid
good.
one.
Why he doesn't shoot as much as he did last night. He was on fire last night. We often talk about his zoomies when he gets on the ice for warm-ups. He was like that all game last night.
Yeah, it was epic to see. Well, you gotta, when you are the captain of a team that just lost 9-1 and you're the only one that scored, you're like, guess I'll just keep trying my best here.
I feel like there are so few athletes that can be like, all right, I'll just do it myself, that have ever played any game. But his skill set, his speed, his cornering, his handling the puck at high speeds, his shot when he actually shoots is just untouchable in the NHL.
Lana wrote because he was ticked off.
Yeah, he was mad. I'd like to see him a little more mad more often, though. That made that a very enjoyable first and third, at least. Like Liam said, from Oilersnation Everyday, the second period kind of sucked.
Okay, we've got 48 likes on this video. Can we get a little bit higher than that? Because Justin said he's going to donate the amount of money, and Ryder said you're going to double it. I'm going to triple that.
Whoa.
So we might as well just get it done. We're just really grateful for those of you who have donated so far, and we want to add to that. So all the money today in the super chat for the rest of the week, actually, it's going to help veterans in our community.
And for every like that our video gets,
yes,
now $3 is going to be added to the pot.
That's right.
Awesome.
So let's keep up the great work. Like this video, because every like is giving us some more money to donate. Should we get into our bets of the day? Yesterday, oh my gosh. Of course, I bet on Nuge to score. What happens 2 minutes later? Find out that he's not even playing.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
I was like, of course. Whatever.
Oh, they gave you your money back.
They did, yeah. So this segment is brought to you by Sports Interaction, Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. I always have a method to my madness. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, now that the Blue Jackets lost to the Oilers last night, they're taking on the Kraken tonight.
They're going to be mad.
Now they have something to prove, so I bet for them to get the dub tonight.
Just like the Oilers had something to prove last night.
Exactly. So my bet today is Blue Jackets to win against the Kraken. I put $5 on it. I can double my money. So let's get that done.
I like betting against the Seattle Kraken too. And I know this isn't like an argument that has any validity. But to me, in my mind, the Seattle Kraken aren't a real NHL team yet.
Because also,
they're too new. The colors aren't like, I'm not used to them.
Mm-hmm. No, I always forget that they exist. Every time that I'm like, I turn on a hockey game and it's them playing, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're a thing. So yeah,
and
I
is Eberle still playing for them?
Yeah, he's the captain.
Oh my gosh.
So I should like them more.
I was just going to say.
One of my all-time faves.
I feel bad that I completely forgot that Eberle wasn't an Oiler. Well, I knew he wasn't an Oiler, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so that's a good bet. I like that. I'm going to go with Celebrini's been a lot of fun to watch lately for the San Jose Sharks. They are in action tonight, so I've got him scoring with them beating the Wild. That's another team that, are they an NHL team? Like, I know they are, but in my mind, these are the things I think.
Okay, so there you go. Sports Interaction. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with parlay boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. Bet now at sportsinteraction.com/OilersNation. 19 plus, please play responsibly. I really want to get into Almost Viral today because we have a very special edition of Almost Viral. With it being Remembrance Day, it's Veterans Day in the U.S. So, of course, we all wanted to thank those who have served It's also a day to remember those who sacrificed their life. And so lest we forget, of course. But I wanted to have a specific theme for Almost Viral, and it's those videos that you can't help but watch, even though it's super emotional. And it's people who are surprising their loved ones when they come home. So
let's do that.
yeah. This song gets me, man. Can we turn it up a little bit, Reece? Look at this. The smile. The song, why? Here we go. Brother Love. And then he cries. I'm crying. Oh. Stop. It's the best. Okay. Okay, if you think that's heavy, of course it is with the kids.
Yeah.
But there's also viral videos and compilations of people that arrive home and their pets, specifically their dogs, that at first are like, who are you? And then they remember them. Reece, if you have one of the dog videos, let's get it done. Let's get some emotions. Look. Oh. Dogs are the best.
Same song too.
The
of
song
course.
always. What song is this? Love You for 1,000 Years. Christina something.
I think it's just called 1,000 Years.
Look, it takes them all a couple seconds. Is that a cat? Oh, it's a dog.
It's just a small dog, so kind of a cat.
Oh, look at the hugs. This one's hesitant. It's like, do I know you?
I thought that was a window. I was really
Yeah,
confused.
watch out. Don't hurt yourself, buddy. No. It's like a scene from a movie. Isn't that crazy to think? These people that are sacrificing their life, they're leaving their family. A lot of the time you don't even think about the pets that are like, where did my parent go?
Yeah. I can't imagine, whether it's your dad or your mom, your brother, your sister, somebody leaving for their job and you don't know for sure if
they're
gonna
coming
come
back.
It's just...
Man, I saw some videos that were like way too far with the emotions yesterday. The chat is, everyone's crying. My allergies are flaring up again. These always get me, says Rachel.
Always get me
Who's
too.
cutting onions? As a dad, I love this, says Oscar. That's awesome. But no, I saw videos and I'm like, are these fake? It was people at the door, answering the door, and it's the like people that have served with a loved one that's passed, and it's them telling them that they're loved, and it's being filmed. I was like, there's no way this is real. I was so mad that was in my algorithm. I was like, do you think I'm a bad person?
Yeah.
That's too far. That doesn't need to be documented.
Yeah. I mean, there are things, though, when it comes to war that, yeah, it would be easier to not document it. I went to Auschwitz, the concentration camp, when I was in Poland, and it was the hardest thing I've ever had to see.
Yeah, but it was important.
Yeah, there are rooms of babies' shoes. You don't see that and then forget about how god-awful war can be.
Yeah.
And usually is. So it's a stark reminder of why we have to do what we can to not let that kind of thing happen again.
That's
and
right.
a heavy reminder of the sacrifice that a lot of people made to give us our freedom today. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff online that you don't want to see. And there's a lot of stuff in the world you don't want to see, but sometimes it's important to see it.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's why it was so great having Kaysha in, just telling us a firsthand perspective of what the veterans are going through and how hard it is for them. And a lot of them, they're crying and they're emotional because I think they've had to pent that up for a long time. I think when you're told to go to war and stand on the front line, you can't be emotional. You kind of have to turn off your whole personality and
then
mind.
I'm sure, very tough to figure out how to turn on emotions again.
That's right. Yeah.
My grandpa served, and there were 13 of them. Him and his crew, for lack of a better term, his group that he was out with, and he was the only one that survived. So he came back
tough.
after losing like 12 of his best friends, and he didn't like to talk about it, and I can see why. So you pent that up. That's going somewhere. That energy is going somewhere, and so yeah, it's so great that there are services out there that can help people work through some of that stuff.
And thank you everyone who has liked this video, because for every like that we get on today's episode, we got Justin in the chat who said that he's going to donate that amount. Ryder said you will match that, and I also said I would match that. So that times 3, that's pretty awesome. Plus everyone that has already donated in the super chat, please get at it and donate. Any dollar is appreciated. It means a lot. So thank you so much to everyone.
And we're going to roll that through to Oilersnation Everyday, and for the rest of the week, that's where money's going to be going towards in the super chat.
You got that right. So I think we need to do a round of things that we learned today. Actually, before we get there, who ended up winning 3 stars of anything?
Reece did, but it was pretty close.
What about me? Am I pretty close?
No, you were last by a long ways.
How do mirrors work? That was a really good one. I don't know how that didn't get more votes. That's crazy. Everyone's just like, whatever about mirrors?
Well, maybe it was your other ones. Like,
what were they again? Oh, the blue jacket.
What a blue jacket is.
Which was answered, which kind of ruined mine.
Uh-huh.
And then my third one was, yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't there.
That was pretty weak.
But the mirrors one was lit. Whatever. All right, so Reece will get the first pick tomorrow on a brand new episode of 3 Stars of Anything. What did you learn on the show today?
I learned my lessons just from today, and it is that waking up to dog puke is probably my least favorite thing. I've obviously woken up to my kid soiling herself when she was a baby.
Whoa, called out.
Well, everybody was a baby once.
True.
So, like, changing a diaper first thing in the morning obviously sucks. There's some other things you can wake up to. I'm sure a home intruder is not a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's why I go to bed naked, because if you're going to be breaking in, we're making this sexy. Oh, that was kidding. That was a joke. Sorry. I don't sleep naked.
It's fine if you do.
I don't.
Yeah. So, waking up to dog puke, I think, is my least favorite thing on the planet.
Okay.
I've decided that, because that happened today.
Mm-hmm. I learned today, I learned a lot today. I thought it was really cool learning about the services that are provided outside of the food bank for veterans in our area. The fact that there's a place out where they can turn off all their devices, go rent a room at the cabin.
I think they just get a room, yeah. It's on the
Sorry,
yeah.
I say rent, but I mean, like, I guess dibs.
Yeah.
And it's all funded by donations, which is incredible. So thanks again to everyone that has been donating. Dan just got in and said, I logged in from both Hockey Fights and Hockey Fights Plus to like this video. I love that. That's extra money that's now going to be donated. For every like this video gets, it's going towards veterans that need it.
We just got from Justin. Good work,
$60.
everyone. Gotta go. $60. So that's
Thank you.
That's what we'll be donating as well.
Perfect. I love it so much. And Reece, did you learn any important lessons during the show today?
I did. Yeah, just basically how important that the legions are and how valuable just anybody getting out there donating time can be to putting that to good use for the legion.
Yep. Good answer. I love it. I'm surprised you didn't go with learning what the burger was called, because wait a minute, none of us remember.
I still don't know the name.
No clue.
Let me see if I can get it. The triple pickle McChicken.
I think it's McCrispy.
Oh, so close. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Make sure you're liking this video, subscribing to Oilers Nation. It means the world to us that you are in the chat, hanging out with us every weekday morning between 8 and 10 a.m. from the Sports Interaction studio. And make sure you're following us online, Ryder and Lisa on Instagram. That's where we tease what's coming up the next day on the show. That's where we just post about what's going on around the office. And make sure you're hanging out with our guest, Liam, who sat in with us today. He's going to be hanging out with Tyler, talking about the game last night, plus more. Talk to you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
tropes of.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel.